Everybody get up.
Super Bowl. Did you see that?
What?
Welcome to Body Shop TV. My name is Chilla Chella.
And I am the Body Mechanic NYC in hot pink, baby. What's
Body
up?
Mechanic, you look very nice in pink.
think so?
Girls vote your complexion. You should wear it more often.
What?
I said you should wear it more often.
What? I am not Tom Bealey. I'm sorry.
Wait, did you see his stomach?
What?
Did you see Tom's stomach?
Tom is sexy.
And he's talking about yours?
He's-
OMG.
No, that's-
Bring him out here.
No,
Bring him out here.
Bring that stomach out here, Tom.
It'll get him before he does. Oh, shit.
Oh,
here
my
we go. Wait, you want a mic?
I don't need a mic. What are you trying to do?
Come on. Battle of the stomachs. Come on. Yeah, ready? Bring it.
Wait a minute. He's got cardboard in there. Tom, you got to breathe or you're going to burst.
It's so soft, Tom.
Hey, listen.
Why is it so soft?
Because it's for you, baby. I know you like it soft. That's why you got him.
No, on
Yeah.
the contrary.
No. See, you like it soft because that's why you got the man in pink over here.
You got to bend down so they can see your face. They can only see your belly.
Takes a real man to wear something like that.
You got that right, baby.
Oh, he's too
Oh,
funny.
my God. That
Oh,
Tom Bealey, let me
God.
tell you, I don't know what to do with that guy.
So, Body Mechanic, it's been a while since I've seen you.
I know. You've
Have
been
you
like
been?
jet setting down to Florida.
Oh,
and-
God. Trust, it wasn't I didn't go see Mickey Mouse.
You didn't go see
No,
I know
not
you
at
did.
all.
I know.
So, how have you been? It's been a while. 2
I'm all
weeks,
right.
I think, right?
I'm hanging in there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's going on with you?
That much.
Uh,
Wait,
you-
why do I have this hot pink on? Is this hot pink or hot fuchsia?
This is hot fuchsia. It's
Yeah.
pretty, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
You like it?
I like it.
Good, I'm glad. My mom picked it out.
Your mom did?
Speaking of moms,
Oh, my
I
God.
want to give a special shout out to Mother Dear in Powhatan, Virginia. I was on the phone with her forever last night. We
Don't
had
even
such a-
try, Chella.
We had such a great conversation. Mother Dear, love you much from Long Island.
And happy 55th
wedding-
wedding
oh.
anniversary.
Yes.
Who was about to say?
That's what I was going to say.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why I called her last night.
All right.
Oh, she was so touched and she was so happy. 55 years. And my parents, I'm going to be throwing them a big 60th wedding anniversary next year in June.
Oh, really? 60 years?
Those are great role models, you know? How many people live to be married to the same person for over 55 years?
Not a lot.
You know?
In fact, my parents been together so long, they even start to look alike.
Yeah, that's what happens. When
They
you
walk
hang
the
out.
same. Like, you just start melding and blending. I mean, look at our shirts.
Well, the reason why we have on pink shirts is because, you know, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And on our second hour, we're going to be interviewing women that are in the fight, who have lived through breast cancer, who have had mastectomies. And so they're just coming later on to share their story, which I think is really cool. So we're wearing pink in support. Now, you know, I learned that when you wear pink, you wear pink to support, and when you wear white, you're a survivor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do you know anyone that's had
Oh.
breast cancer?
Lots of people.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of people. Cancer is, I just, a very close friend of mine, just, Dan, his mother lost the battle to cancer, and I'm just really heartbroken. I mean, I was fortunate enough to meet her, and so she lost the fight a couple days ago. So I'm a little taken back by that. You
So
know,
sorry.
it's
That's-
because of the work that we do. You know, trying to put information out there about, you know, what is cancer's best friend, and the fight is on.
Yeah, all day long.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm going to give total respect to the breast cancer campaign because when December 1st comes, I'm going to be all out with my red and shouting it from the rafters about HIV prevention because you don't hear people talking about it like you do with breast cancer. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just, no, everything is about Ebola and cancer now.
Yeah, well. So, I shared with you that the reason why I went to Florida was to help my parents take care of their end of life issues.
Yeah.
And I've been sharing that with a couple of my friends, and they have been like so blown away, like, oh my God, I could never do that. But you know what? It takes a certain kind of person to sit with a funeral director and pick out caskets and make plans and go to the banks and go to the attorney and have your paperwork in order in the event of. It just takes a real strong type of person. And I tell you, I did really, really well up until the point where they pulled out the catalog to pick out the casket.
It's kind of
And
weird, man.
it's very weird. But I got through it, and my mom, she's something else. She is. I give her all kinds of kudos and big up and hats off. I just encourage everyone to do it because it's such a much more pleasant experience when the time comes.
Well, I don't know. I think men think differently, but I just want to be wrapped in a banana leaf and just tossed into the ocean. Because I want to become phytoplankton and fish nutrients, and hopefully someone else will eat me and carry my minerals on.
Well, as healthy as you are, body mechanic, you're going to be like,
Well-
great source for consumption,
Well, they probably donate my organs to, like, science.
for research.
Yeah, a 150-year-old liver that looks like, it's 20 years old.
Tom Mealy
think I'll
Tom Mealy probably wish that you had a liver
Tom,
like yours.
Tom Mealy's liver. You
I wonder what his liver looks like. He probably has a fatty liver.
Well, this is what's actually happening, folks. And this goes, I'm going to have to lift my brim for this so you can see the severity in my eyes. Because I want to hammer this point home. It does not make a difference what the circumference of your body is. It could be tight to your waist. Your waist could be 24 inches. Your waist could be 54 inches. It does not mean that you do not have liver damage.
That's right.
When you live in the Western culture, if you consume at least 25 or 30 grams of sugar a day, I guarantee you, and the biomechanics going on a limb, I guarantee you have excess fat in your liver.
No doubt.
You have got to make a concerted effort to check your diet. The food industry knows what sugar does, and they know that you can live a long life but be ill. And there's so many documents about, they knew this back in the 50s about how deadly refined sugar was.
And you know what's so frightening? Many people have a fatty liver and don't know they have
That's
it.
what I'm trying to say. I like, when you get armed with knowledge and you start to walk out into the general atmosphere and you're looking at people, I'm looking at young people, I'm looking at children that are consuming like things like apple juice, orange juice. Do you know that one 4-ounce glass of apple juice or orange juice can cycle pancreatic function for 4 hours?
Wow.
1 4-ounce glass. Your body is not designed to excrete that much insulin. So now let's just think about that 4-ounce glass, because most people don't have 4 ounces of orange juice. They have a half a quart.
Yep.
On average.
My nephews.
I'm
they can
telling you right
down
now,
it-
people don't realize what's going on. Sugar is deadly. And high fructose corn syrup, we've all heard this. I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but I want you to do your own independent research. High fructose corn syrup, when it's ingested in the body, it actually gets stored right to fat. What happens is it goes in and it spikes your insulin so fast, your liver just starts downloading fat into your liver. So most Westerners have an oversized liver. Then what happens, once the liver is topped off, the liver starts spewing fat into the bloodstream. Trust me, all you check your paperwork, I guarantee 50% of you have high triglycerides. That means that you have fatty liver disease. The doctor's not telling you that. And that's where the downfall starts. It changes the chemistry of your blood. Insulin is one of the #1 fuels for cancer. And I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to wake you up. Sugar is deadly. It's inexpensive. It's cheap. The manufacturers of these foods that have sugar in it know it. They know that it's addictive. It stimulates the same hemisphere of the brain that cocaine and heroin do.
Body mechanic, I want to talk about distilled water for a quick minute. It's been almost 2 months that I've been drinking distilled water
Yes.
only.
Right.
I don't drink teas. I don't drink juices.
Right.
Just distilled water, and I have seen such a big difference in a lot of my functions
Right.
and my skin
Yep.
and
Me too. I've been drinking
it's
right after you because I got
unbelievable.
my own distiller. But before we put that information out about distilled water, you got to understand when water is distilled, it is slightly acidic. I don't mean acidic bad. What I mean is that it's not balanced in pH. And what happens is when you ingest it, it will start binding to things that are not supposed to be in your body. But I only recommend drinking distilled water if your diet is sound. You have to take in the proper minerals. If not, it could be a problem.
right. Yeah.
So if you're deciding to do distilled water, make sure you add some electrolyte to it. You can do it with some lime or some lemon. And if you're using lime and lemon in the water, don't drink a bottle of lime and water all day. You need to rinse your mouth because lemon is an electrolyte. It will dissolve the enamel on your teeth.
So, Body Mechanic, pretty soon we're going to do our next touch sensorium already.
I'm telling you, my fingers are ready.
I cannot believe the month went by so fast.
Of course.
October 20th, we're going to be at Quantum Wellness Center in
It's
Sayas.
the 20th, right?
The 20th, from 7 to 10 p.m. That's going to be an interesting venue, right?
Is
Yeah.
it the same size as the venue we were at last time?
No, it's more intimate.
Oh, intimate.
Yeah,
Should
I like,
wear- should
I
I
like
wear-
intimacy.
Should I wear my hot pink shirt?
Yeah, you should. We
so?
both should.
Yeah.
Because it'll be in October. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to wear
I
wigs?
don't, well, I can see you doing it because like you won't be breaking a sweat because I'll be doing most of the work. So I'll probably have huge sweat marks under my arm from like being a slave over the. I'm just kidding.
You want to wear
There's a-
blonde afros?
You know what?
That'll be fun, right?
That would be fun.
Getting ready for Halloween. What
Yes.
we gonna do for Halloween?
I don't know.
My sister and I are gonna host a Halloween party
Really?
the same night that my daughter's having a haunted housewarming party. FYI.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting. Did you just celebrate the birthday, Chella?
Yeah, I did.
How old are you now? 43?
57.
No, you're not.
Yeah, 57. So check it out. I'm in Florida, and my mom is like the president.
Smell that. That's sprouts.
It's good.
It's different kinds of sprouts.
So check it out.
What?
My mom is the president of this senior citizen club at the YMCA in
Yeah.
downtown Orlando. So she had all of her friends come to this male review show called Hamburger Mary's. They celebrate my birthday.
A male review? Like,
Yeah, they were like-
they were wearing hot pink and G-strings?
Yeah, they was guys that looked just like women. I couldn't believe how.
Did any of the guys like Tom Mealy?
Yeah, as a matter of fact.
What?
I swear to God, there was one that looked just like Tom, but there was one that looked like Tina Turner. They had Bette Midler. It was awesome. They were really, really good.
They had strippers?
No, they were perfect. They were singers. Tina Turner, Aretha Franklin, Bette Midler, Madonna. It was really
Were
good.
they men or women?
They were men, but they were dressed
What?
like. Yes.
What is this world coming to?
But one did look like Tom Mealy, though. I swear to
Did
God.
he? Really? Did he have his arms crossed?
No, he didn't. Look, we'll be right back.
We'll be right back. We got to pay a Tom Mealy bill. Sorry, Max. Sorry.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching, doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
Guys, ready for the show? Yeah. Enjoy.
This is Beth.
Hi.
Oh, congratulations. When are you due?
I'm not pregnant.
Oh, look at that. Excuse me.
You're totally thin.
You look very sexy.
For life's bleachable moments, all it takes is 3/4 of a cup.
Are you planning an event and want to include entertainment, but you're not sure where to turn? Act1Entertainment.net has provided over 1,500 events with quality, affordable live entertainment at private parties, corporate affairs, festivals, bike rallies, and more. Act One will fit into your budget. They're friendly, reliable, and do all the legwork for you. They take all major credit cards. Log on to Act1Entertainment.net for a free, no-obligation price quote, or call 631-758-3505 for a brochure. You'll be happy you did.
Welcome back to Body Shop TV. My name is Chella.
And I am the very shy body mechanic, Hot Pink NYC.
So, Body Mechanic, ever since I've been on this new body chemistry program with
Yes.
My friend,
Yes.
I've been eating.
Doctor who?
Shh, be quiet.
I'm sorry.
I have been eating very, very healthy. And on Sundays, I go to.
I can tell because your hands are shrinking.
Really?
Yes.
you,
Getting
Bonnie.
smaller.
So I've been going to the Babylon train station, and every Sunday from like I think 8 to 1, they have this farmers market. And I met this woman.
Wow. I think I'm going to start going.
You should. The place is packed. It's awesome. Great variety. So I met Nina, who sells had this granola tasting. So I tasted it, and I looked at the ingredients, and I called Dr. Our friend.
Yes.
I said, "Can I have this?" And
You
he
are
said,
so funny. Doctor whom?
"Shh, be quiet." So I said, "Can I have these things in the ingredients?" He goes, "Sure, you can." So she gave me one of her bags, and I ate the whole thing. It was so good. Anyway,
I feel like it's an episode of Unusual Suspects. Yes.
welcome to Body Shop TV,
Well, thank
Nina.
You. Thank you for having me.
So what'd you bring, girl?
Well, I bought you some granola,
Cool
and I bought you
beans.
some 3 different varieties of granola. We have a 3-nut ginger, we have a pecan cherry, and a pistachio golden raisin. Then we have some cookies when you want to be a little bad. So, because you'd be good in the morning, and that's when you're watching TV. And they're all sweetened with maple syrup. There's no refined sugars. And we have, they're GMO-free, they're vegan. And they, so they're good for you. They're good for you. They're sourced from great ingredients, wholesome ingredients. And it's just healthy food that tastes good, and that was the point of my venturing into this food business.
What made you get into it?
Well, I was a pastry chef for a while in one of my careers, and I've joined the Center Food Co-op, which is a natural food-based co-op in Centerport, New York, and they needed a baker. So I decided, okay, you know what, maybe I can help you out. And before you know it, a business was born. I started selling at farmers markets, and now we're in the retail locations around Long Island in New York, and we're online.
Wow.
What is your biggest seller?
The pistachio golden raisin granola, this one right here.
Really?
Yeah, it's really delicious. You know, you don't really find granolas with pistachio in them. Usually they are granolas that, you know, part of the reason why I made the granolas too is that you open up a bag sometime of store-bought granola and you're a little disappointed. You know, there's not a lot of good
Pistachio
stuff golden
is
in
a
there.
super nut.
And it's a great nut, and it's lowest in fat and calories of all the nuts.
Really?
So, yep.
It's low in fat?
Yeah, lower in fat, but they're all good fats.
Because
so,
I love fat.
Yeah, you know, fat's good for you.
You know, I had 8 eggs this morning.
Yeah, so did I.
Awesome. Yeah, so
So Nina, you said that you got involved in this because of your interest in being more healthy.
Yes.
How many people do you think that you've encouraged to, you know, get on a better track?
Well, my entire family, for one. And then pretty much anybody who I meet, you know, and I talk about it. And there's many like-minded people out there these days who are open to eating healthier. And, you know, you walk into any grocery store, I'm amazed by the aisles of natural food, even in just a shop and Stop and Shop. It's just really remarkable. So I think that just by talking about it, and I've been involved in healthy eating for quite a long time.
I was about to ask you that.
Yeah.
Were you always, like as a youth, or was there a turning point that made you
Right.
conscious? Or is this something you learned from your mother? And
You know, good point. It is something I learned from my mother, actually. I grew up in an Italian household, so
Pasta,
there's
pasta,
the pasta,
pasta.
typical Italian food, but then there's the real Italian food that my grandparents taught my mom, and my mom, you know, taught me, and that's very fresh food. And so when I was growing up, which was a while ago now, there was natural and healthy foods were coming on the market. I remember my mom, you know, coming home with alfalfa sprouts and putting it on our salad, and we're talking quite a few years ago. There you go. There you go. So I'm used to that. I've been exposed to that.
Wow.
And I took some nutrition classes in college, and so I've always been a healthy eater and one to always look towards the healthier versions of basically anything.
That's
And,
really inspiring. Is your mom still alive?
my mom is still alive. Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah. And both my children are vegetarians, so they've picked up on that, and so it's a great experience, a good journey too. You're not always perfect, and I don't strive to be perfect. I strive to eat healthy, you know, 95% of the time.
Good.
And
Good for you.
so then, hence my cookies.
Yeah, perfect doesn't exist.
No.
But feeling good is something that we should be able to experience.
Yes.
Strive for.
Yes.
Have you ever been to Italy?
Yes, I have.
Because
Do I look
Italians.
Italian?
No, I'm
What's
just
my
no.
name
no,
said
you were saying
Italian?
Italian mom, so
Yes,
No,
oh,
because
okay, I
there's a
gave
lot
it away.
Of, right, there's a lot of people here that are Italian who've never
Yes.
ever been to Italy,
Yes,
and
I've been-
see
I've
that
been
the
to
food
Italy.
there is very different than the food here.
Yes, it's much fresher. I mean, it's been a long time since I've been to Italy, but most of Europe, the food is just a different kind of food than we have here. It's just it tastes different. We were in France a few years ago, and but in Italy, it's all about fresh product. It's all about it's all about making it at the moment, you know. But I'm sure, and it's been a while, like I said, that I've been to Italy. I'm sure there's some fast food and
There's some cross pollination.
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
going on.
We tend to give away all the great stuff about America, and fast food is. I'm not saying it's good, but it's made its way over there. So, have you been there?
Yes, I went like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was incredible. I went to Sardinia,
Oh my goodness.
which is the island below Corsica,
Yep.
and then I went to Spezia, Florence, Livorno, Pisa. Yeah, it was incredible. The food, the people were
People.
spectacular.
the social
Oh my
aspect
God!
of it. Yeah.
You know, siesta. You
That's
know,
right.
between 12 and 3, they take a break. They shut down all the shops.
I'm not sure if they do that anymore. I'm hoping
Maybe
that
in
they
some
do.
places. I know
Yeah.
they did in Sardinia.
Did they really? Yeah. and
Yes.
I didn't go to that. I know they did
awesome.
when I was there, and like I said, it was quite a while.
Well, we weren't designed to be slaves. None of us.
Yeah.
And working 8 hours, 14 hours a day really
true.
works against the body
true.
clock.
It's true.
You know, and you learn that when you travel and see how other people,
People
are.
live,
So it's
yeah.
just like,
Yeah, we do live differently here. We're workaholics.
we do.
Yeah. Yeah, it surrounds you, you know, and it's tough generally to survive these days. So people really have to work hard,
That's right.
you know. So you need good nutrition while you're working hard, and
No doubt.
you have to get out that stress, exercise.
Well, you said something very interesting, but people don't even take the time to eat.
No, they graze, right, more or less.
Well, yeah. Well, a lot of times in the work environment, you know, someone works an 8-hour day. A lot of them they might get a half hour, 45 minutes for lunch, and they're rushing.
Fast food it.
Right, and then a lot of them
Yep.
they're behind the curve, so they don't even take lunch. That's the vast majority of
Yes.
people who work.
Yes, actually, I worked in a company not too long ago that you were encouraged to stay in, basically, and they would buy you lunch if you stayed in.
When you really think about that,
Yeah.
it's nuts.
Yeah, I didn't really care for that. And I had a team of designers. I'm a creative director in my other life. And I just always encouraged them to go out, you know, eat, take a breather. You know, you're a much more efficient worker as well.
That's
you know,
right.
so you get some air, real air rather than recirculated air, and, you know, and just chill out for a little bit.
It's kind of like the philosophy: the horse is running as fast as can, we'll just keep whipping them.
Yeah,
Nina,
somewhat like
in
that.
regards to your product, ever thought about going on Shark Tank?
Well, right now it scares me to go on
Why?
a Shark Tank. No, I have thought about it. Well, it's a pretty tough show.
You've got a great product. You got to
Yes.
taste it.
Yes,
You got a
it's-
great product.
Yeah, people ask me that all the time, you know, and I think that at some point when my business gets to the place where I feel comfortable, and it's, I think, you know, I feel like I've got it pretty much down pat, and I could, you know, really have more of a plan as well, because we have expansion plans, you know, in the works. I think I'd approach that, but yeah, and
Well-
it's a great show.
Well, I'll
is,
share
we
something
love
with you
it.
because that's the only show we watch.
Oh, really?
And to be honest with you, what we notice, the trends are this. People who sell sugar or a sweetened product, and you have fat there, that's a home run. Do you understand that?
Sweet and fat?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
that's interesting.
Sharks love
Because
it.
the
sharks.
syrup creates an addiction.
Yeah.
It really does. And then the fat creates satiety. And every company we saw, and we watched that show relentless for about 1.5 years.
That's interesting.
Everyone who sold a product with sugar in it
Uh-huh.
got a deal. 95% of them, right?
And became extremely successful
Extremely
thereafter.
successful.
So sugar equals success.
Unfortunately.
And not just for your pocket.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say that my granolas are sweetened with, and it is still sugar, but it's sweetened with the maple syrup.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So that's that, and it has more minerals in it. Yeah, it's still a sugar.
It
though.
does. It's better. But
Yeah.
but let me tell you, sugar works.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be afraid. I would
Yeah.
just, what you have to lose?
Yeah. Oh, nothing at all. Just
Just make sure you wear that necklace.
Yeah, where'd you get that? That is beautiful,
that's a
Nina.
good question. I think I got it from Anthropology. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I just kind of found it this morning. I'm like, oh, this looks good. Put it on.
Nice.
It works.
Did you wear pink for a particular reason, or just threw it on?
I had it in my closet. It worked. It's just a good color for me, and it's just a comfortable dress.
Not for
so.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month?
No, I didn't. I apologize.
Okay,
no, I
no,
didn't.
no,
but
don't
I should have said that,
apologize.
right?
Oh,
yeah,
look,
I think
you're
that's
right
why
on
I put it
time.
on. Yes, no, I didn't put it on. I don't really have many pink clothes in my closet.
No, the color's great. We all
Yeah,
wearing the
that's
same
good.
color, right?
Yes, we are kind of.
So let me ask you something. Did you pick the combination of ingredients in here yourself?
I developed the recipes myself.
That's really
Yes,
awesome.
we developed them, and over time they morph into something that they not maybe morph, but they get better over time as you experiment, see what people like. And the farmers markets that we're at, we're in retail outlets as well and online. But the farmers markets that we're at is a great laboratory to really test out your product. I mean, there's tons of other ways
Yeah.
of doing it, but much more expensive.
That's right.
But for us, it's been a great opportunity to see what people think and your firsthand. And I involve my children are involved as well. They help out at markets. My husband is head of production, so it's a family business.
Where are you as far as retail?
Retail locations right now, we're actually bigger in the summer than we get a little smaller in the winter. But locations at Southdown Markets in Huntington and Northport, Main Street. Sweetie Pies on Main Street in Cold Spring Harbor, Curzon Way, Locust Valley, and I'm not going to name them all, so I'm sorry to the ones I miss. Batata Cafe in Northport,
So you're
Delia
just in Long
Farms.
Island.
Just in Long Island, but we ship all nationwide, and it's just remarkable to see,
Really?
to see who's finding out about my product, and
What a great operation.
yeah, it's great selling online. We
It's
enjoy
easy.
that. Yeah, and I write a blog, so I'm able to put out original recipes and content.
Nice.
So,
Very nice.
Yeah.
Do you have a few minutes to hang out with us for a little
Sure.
bit? Great.
Because I want to ask you a few questions.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, and I want to do the Body Shop assessment test on you.
oh boy, oh boy, I'm in for it.
Stop
I'm
working
in
hard.
for it.
We'll be right back with Nina.
Thank you.
And her awesome granola.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidiscipline practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our two offices. Thank you.
I am Tom Mealy for the Harrison Law Group, and I have been telling you for years that getting involved in an automobile accident is no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. If you've been involved in an accident of any kind, and you go to a law firm that says you have no case, it's simple. It's because they can't do it and they don't get it. You need to call us directly at 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
Welcome back to Body Shop TV. My name is Chella.
Let me tell you, that granola lady is funny. I don't know if I even kind of get why I see here hanging out with Chella and our new guest.
So let's do a really quick Body Shop assessment.
Oh my God, you're
Real-
too funny.
no, real-
You gonna take her in like that?
No, a little bit.
She looks like she's ready.
Come
All
on.
right, I'll do it. I'll do
Okay.
it.
All right, ready?
I'm scared, but
You
let's
gotta,
go.
you gotta relax your fingers first.
Okay, relax your
There you go,
fingers.
there you go.
And you
Now
can
we
have
go.
your family call in at 631. The number's on the bottom.
Right on the bottom. It's huge. If you can't see, just get the magnifying
Call
glass
in.
out.
Okay, so what's your favorite furry animal?
My favorite fur is my dog, of
And
course.
give us 3 adjectives as to why that's your favorite furry animal.
Why is she my favorite furry animal? She's loving,
Loving,
she's smart,
smart,
and she likes me no matter what I look like and no matter what time of day. She's just unconditional love, no judgment.
Unconditional. So that's how people view you.
Is that true?
Yes.
I hope so.
Yes, it is.
That sounds great. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I'll
My
take that.
turn?
Yes, your turn.
Oh, there's more.
Interesting. Oh, we're just breaking the ice.
Oh
right
no.
now. Okay, so what's your favorite color?
Green. Green.
All right, so give us 3 adjectives about why green is your favorite color.
Oh, it's the color of nature. It just makes me feel good when I'm wearing green, and it usually goes good with my eye color. Sorry.
Very nice. Very nice.
So there's a vanity aspect to that.
Okay. What's your favorite body of water?
My favorite body of water.
It could be a bathtub. It could be
I was
ocean.
going to say it's a really great pool, someplace with a great view. But second to that, I would say, because I don't have a pool, so I'd say it was the ocean. Definitely the ocean.
So 3 adjectives as to why that's your favorite body of water.
The ocean, it's majestic. It's got power. You know, it's,
One more.
It's I said 2, right? Majestic power. It's just beautiful to look at. It's just beautiful.
Beautiful, majestic, powerful. So that's how you view sex.
Wow. My kids are watching.
How old are they?
They're not that old. I have a 24-year-old son, a 23-year-old son, Alex, and I have a 16, almost 17-year-old daughter, Julia.
Oh, they're cool.
Yeah. You're cool. You're cool with that, right?
Okay, it's your turn, body
That's funny.
mechanic.
Okay, I want you to close your eyes for a second.
Go ahead.
Okay. I want you to think about, your eyes are still closed. I want you to imagine when you open your eyes, you're in a room that's white with no windows and no doors. I just want you, don't say anything, I just want you to process what that feels like. Okay. How does it make you feel?
Terrible. I wouldn't want to be in a room with no doors and no windows.
Okay.
Makes you feel terrible?
Claustrophobic, yeah.
Claustrophobic?
Yeah,
And what
that would
else?
be scary.
What else?
Just probably terrified.
Terrified?
Yeah, and there's no natural light, so I would be very unhappy without any natural light. So
That's interesting.
That was quick. Quick
Real
and dirty.
quick,
Yeah.
yep.
She's
Once
not
you
ready-
said- once
she's
you-
not, she's not ready to go yet.
No.
once you said no windows and no doors, which is very unusual.
It is.
Yeah.
It's almost like a straitjacket.
Yeah, that's what I felt like. The second you said that, I
With
thought.
flowers wrapped around it.
Yeah.
Tell
A
her.
little bit of granola.
Will you stop?
That's how you view death.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So it means you're just ready to sell a lot more granola. You're not ready to go yet.
No, I'm not ready for that. No, not at all. I got things to do with granola.
So,
Places
Nina,
to go.
give us some contact information so our viewers can
Sure.
reach out to you and buy some of your granola.
Absolutely. Well, you could reach us at ninasfreshbatch.com. That's N-I-N-A-S, no apostrophe, freshbatch.com. And you could also go online and order. You could also, online, you could find out places where we sell the product, the locations, the retail locations. Today, we're having a 15% off sale on site-wide. So just go on the site and just punch in. You'll see the code.
Body
fall.
Shop Special.
Yep, and we're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. So yep,
Nice.
so we're there, ready to rock and roll and get that
Awesome.
granola out to all our customers.
How much is the products?
Well, it retails. Retail prices vary, but online it's 10 ounces the granolas, or 10 ounces for $8.99. But you could buy them in 3 packs, which is a little less money. And then the cookies as well come as there's $5.99, and then you could buy them as a 3-pack for a reduced price.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, we really enjoyed having you here, Nina,
Thank you
on Body
for
Shop
having me.
TV.
Thank you.
I want to ask her.
We don't have much time,
just,
dear.
Okay, but I
can
like
talk
her. I
back.
wanna ask her. Is there any expansion in your line? Is these the only products right now that you have?
Right, yes, and that's a good question. Thank you for asking. Yes, they're the only products we have right now, but we do plan on expanding. Originally, it was a baking company, which it still is, but I see other products that complement the line. That are, some are more health related, some are more
Right, that's
natural.
what I was going to say.
Some are, we kind of go back and forth, and some are more just for fun. So, but we do have that, going forward. And we
Excellent.
have plans to do that, yep.
Because lots of nuts have different beneficial
Yes, they
values in
do.
different people.
And the combination of the nuts and the
Yes.
seeds, do different things. So there's some good stuff going down the road.
Go on
So-
there, Dr.
excellent.
Granola. That's
Dr.
your new
Granola,
name.
I like
Roll.
that. Dr. Granola.
Yeah.
Thank you again
Thank
for being
you.
with us today, Nina.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks
You're
for
wonderful.
having me. Thanks.
When we come back, we'll be back with a woman that makes her own organic bread.
So we could put some of the granola on the bread?
Yeah. You can
Wait a
do
minute,
that
did you
too.
say bread?
Bread? Okay.
Bread on the lips, ends
Bread.
up on the
yeah,
hips?
Yeah.
What? Suction
We'll
cups?
be right back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Old Spice body spray will make you feel so powerful to blow your mind right in front of your face. Goodbye. Oh no! It's like power.
Automatic freshness, softness, and static control has never been easier with the Bounce Dryer Bar. I just stick it to the inside of my dryer, and I never have to remember.
Oh, Old Spice body spray makes you smell like power. It's so powerful it sells itself in other people's commercials. You smell like outdoor freshness.
You smell like power.
Yeah, I do. Power! Power!
Try this routine to feel fresh and clean. Pair Charmin Fresh Mates with your Charmin.
Oh, Old Spice body spray is too powerful to stay in its own commercial. That's right. Power! Old Spice body spray can change a regular smelling man into a man who smells like power!
Now, how is this?
Wow, you know what? I actually do feel more powerful.
Potato chips! Power! It's me.
Being a fireman is more than just putting out blazes and giving kittens CPR. Sometimes my duty demands I fan the flames, like when a call comes in from a lady who needs immediate assistance. Maybe she needs help with a computer thing. Maybe she wants to go antique. Could be as simple as understanding that walking in heels it's hard. Aussi simple que l'été dernier à Paris. C'est sympa. Maybe it's ladies' night in, and she wants a simple, delicious recipe for margaritas with a twist. First, a can of limeade. Now hold on to this. You'll be using it. Side note, kittens make everything better. Next, add water. Now, a bottle of light beer. No, shh. Trust me, I'm a professional. And last, and most important, Sauza Blue Tequila. Now, mix it up. Ole. Yes, that's what I'm trained for. Whether it's to help her choose leggings or pants, telling her leggings are pants, or discussing leggings and jeggings versus pant pegging at her next ladies' night in, I'll come to the rescue. Don't call me a hero. Just call me. Let me know what time.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Hogshair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
Welcome to Body Shop TV. My name is Chilla Chilla. You know
and
what?
I am the very shy body mechanic in West.
I feel like I'm in a real TV studio
No, it's like
today.
a throwdown now.
I'm telling you.
Yo,
Tom Millie never did this to us before.
They're up in the ante here.
I'm telling you, man. I am scared of
Watch out, David
Madhouse.
Letterman. Is he still around?
Yes.
Conan O'Brien. What?
Jerry is no joke.
This hot pink is making me feel
I
different.
know. You should
I feel like my muscles are bulging or something. Like,
You should feel
Paint it
different,
on.
body mechanic.
Okay.
But anyway, you remember I was telling you earlier how I've been
Mother
going.
Helen.
Look,
Who's that?
will you listen to me
I'm
first?
sorry, go ahead.
You know how I've been going to the farmers market? I've been meeting all these cool, organic people, right? So,
Yeah.
so
go
I
ahead.
invited Darcy. Darcy, welcome to Body Shop TV.
Hello, how are you?
When I met Darcy, I was immediately like, wow, she's a ball of energy. She's so sweet. She goes, here, take one. You want one of these? Take one. And she was like so generous and so open. And I invited her to be on the show. And she was like on top of the world. Oh my God, you really serious on my TV show? So
Those are double D's.
Double
Darcy
D's.
Delights.
Darcy's Delights. All natural, no fructose corn syrup, no preservatives.
Bam!
Why no fructose corn syrup? Isn't that good for you?
No, it's not. You're better off with regular sugar or white cane sugar or brown sugar.
Oh,
White-
here's the brown sugar.
Harder to
How
break
about
down.
Puerto Rican sugar?
Wait,
Can you get
white
some-
cane?
I'm sorry.
White cane sugar is better for you?
Then fructose corn syrup, absolutely.
Then HFCs, yes.
Absolutely.
HFCs turn off leptin. Yes, absolutely.
So what kind of sugar do you use, Dominic?
She's like a
Mainly
she's like a
dark brown
doctor.
sugar, light brown sugar, white sugar. I would use organic sugar, but then people wouldn't be able to afford the product.
I'm going to turn you on to another sugar.
Okay.
It's going to blow your mind.
Okay.
Hold on, Jill. This is her show right now.
All right. No, I'm not trying to share with you. I want to share with
Sure,
you.
it's all about sharing.
That's
Sharing
right.
is caring.
That's right. So how did you get involved in this, Darcy?
Well, I started a small food business about 4 years ago.
Uh-huh.
I had lost a sibling, and I buried myself in a food business. A colleague mailed a disc called How to Start Your Own Food Entrepreneurship because I had baked it with students for years in the classroom when we were raising money. And then I figured, okay, everyone's like, you should go to market. Your cakes are phenomenal. You should do something with it. And I showed up at a farmer's market about 4 years ago by Cornucopia in Sayville. And there was no farmer's market, and I was with 175 cakes. And the woman who owned the shop invited me in, and I sold all the cakes that day.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. That started with the original pumpkin chocolate chip.
So that's like an instant bang.
Instant bang.
But can I tell you
Instant bang.
something? When you go to the farmer's market,
You mean at
What-
Babylon?
at Babylon Train Station, when you go by Darcy's booth, there are always a lot of people there, and you can hear her run her mouth with high energy. That's why you do so well. It's your personality, Ma.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is.
What
You know,
ethnicity are you?
We're spreading the love.
Are you,
What?
are you Italian?
I'm not Italian, no. No, I'm a mutt.
A mutt of
I'm
what?
a mutt. English, Irish, Scottish, Greek, and German.
Wow.
Yeah.
Spectacular.
And then add Italian and Welsh to my children.
Wow.
So I tasted. She gave me banana nut and a carrot
Carrot cake.
carrot cake. Delicious.
Naturally shredded carrot we use.
How you like her now?
She's number one. She is one of the top sellers. That and the pumpkin chocolate chip is the signature cake. So,
Pumpkin chocolate chip.
pumpkin chocolate chip. Goes great with everything. Goes great for
Wow.
breakfast. It's great with cream cheese. Slice her down the middle and serve her with a roasted turkey, something salty, something sweet. Keeps the hostess on her feet. That's what it's all about. I try to tell people to serve the cakes with the roast because you got cranberry orange, goes great with a loin of pork. If you slice her down the middle and cube her. You can do it with the pumpkin chocolate chip. You can do it with the zucchini cake. The zucchini cake is sweet.
Oh, that's the one you
That's
gave
made
me,
with
zucchini.
honey.
That was
Zucchini's made with
delicious.
honey. Yep.
Nice.
So they're rocking. They're rocking the sales.
Do you have children?
I do. I have 3 sons.
Do they help you with the business?
They did in the beginning a lot, yes.
And not anymore?
Well, my oldest one works now, and my middle guy, he sells right out of the house. He actually sold them as a party favor to one of his teachers last year at a shower. He sold 100 cakes to his teacher for a party favor on the way out.
Isn't that awesome?
Where do you produce the cakes?
Locally, right here in Bohemia at Glen Wayne Bakery. They took me on. I had outgrew a small bakery called Audrey's in Sayville. They couldn't house my product anymore because it had to be frozen because there's no preservatives. And then I had wrote a beautiful letter.
So it doesn't have a shelf life.
It does have a shelf life of 9 to 11 days, actually.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
And we're
that's
working on
true.
increasing that with all natural methods.
That's going to be hard. Your
No,
product
that's
is
a piece
good.
of cake.
What,
No pun intended.
To increase the shelf life?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been working on it. I was in
go,
Costco last
girl.
year with the pumpkin bread. Last year we did Costco, and possibly again next year we might be able to do Costco with the zucchini.
So when you're talking about increasing the shelf life, what kind of length of time are you talking about? Adding a couple of months?
Well, no, not a couple of months. Then you would have to use
Chemicals.
poisons.
Right. That's
Yeah.
my,
I'm
okay,
not
that's
into
what-
the poison.
Okay, that's what I was just
Right.
checking.
But there are ways that you can increase shelf life without using poison, and I'm basically navigating that currently.
Nice.
Yeah. That's going to be a win-win if we hit that.
That is awesome.
So it's all about karma to the business. It's really exciting because like just when it's like a roller coaster, you're up, you're down, you know, you're in, you're out, and then a new window opens. And I just recently met a manufacturer who owns like 22 manufacturing centers throughout the United States. So hopefully he'll be able to bid the project, and then that would make me more sellable in a venue like Costco or BJ's, et cetera.
Are you anywhere else retail?
Oh yeah, I'm in about 300 locations. Yeah, I'm all over in Manhattan and New York, like every other avenue, if not 4 or 5 on one avenue. Broadway, I'm all over Broadway. I'm in Fairway, I'm in some King Cullens. I'm in a lot of high-end stores where the wealthy people get off the train at night and go buy what they want for dinner, already prepared.
That is awesome.
It's very exciting.
She got it going on, body mechanic.
But the goal is to retire from teaching and to open up my own manufacturing center.
You're teaching full time
Yeah.
and doing this?
Oh, yes, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been teaching 24 years.
What do you teach?
Psychiatric adolescents, special needs students, 14 to 21. He's in shock.
That is awesome.
No, I'm just in awe about
That's
you.
awesome.
Yeah, so my goal is we push students into the system,
Uh-huh.
the government system, and they collect a check, and they're very capable of work. So my goal is to teach students how to develop work ethics so that they want to get up and go in the morning and go to work, so that they're more valuable players.
Awesome.
That is
And that would
beautiful.
supplement their income, because you can many people believe that if you collect a check from the state or the government that you can't work, but that's not true. You can work a certain number of hours,
Right.
so you can supplement
so
your
it doesn't
income.
Eat, so it doesn't eat into your benefits.
Exactly.
Darcy, I'd love to have you back on to talk about that other part of your life. 'Cause
What part is
work,
that?
I work with young people as well.
Oh, okay.
I have a strong passion for that population.
Yeah, they're great. They're great. You know, my goal is to bring them energy.
I work with
You
them
know,
when they're
passion.
incarcerated.
Okay. Yeah, well, sometimes that's where some of ours end up if they're not inspired the right way.
That's right.
You know, it's all about bringing out the good in them.
So when are you going to go on Shark Tank?
Shark Tank. The Shark Tank is the sharks are sharks. I'm not sure. I'm thinking about possibly navigating that application. I was thinking maybe QVC first. See if I
Okay.
can finance this myself. You know, it's all about volume in this business right now. The company continues to pay for itself. I haven't had to go into my personal assets, thank goodness. And if I get a good venue like a Costco or a Trader Joe's, then it might be able to pay for itself. I might not need those sharks.
But once she gets in there, then she'll be more, you know, it's a matter of being able to produce, you know, when that volume comes also. That's
Oh yeah, I
another
have.
thing.
That's covered. That's covered. I learned that very early in the business, that if you don't have one manufacturer to cover you, and then you can't supply, you're out.
Yep.
So I've been working with, I've been in 3 of the largest facilities in North America in the last 2 years.
Excellent.
So and that was very exciting.
I have a very good friend who's already on QVC. She's been there for over 20 years. So if that could be of any help, I'll be more than
yeah,
happy to share that with you.
That's great. Absolutely. It's all about contacts and
That's right.
networking. It is.
No doubt.
It is.
No doubt.
Wow, interesting. What kind of oil do you use?
I like to use a canola oil, but at the factory, sometimes you have to use what the factories want. They use soybean oil. But every factory is different.
Oh, it's based on the factory.
It is,
What
and
wanna
what they use, right.
So not based on your recipe?
It is based on my formula, but you have to be flexible in this business. You know, if I told the manufacturer, well, you have to use canola oil, that's the only one I'm going to use, then, you know, if you're not their number one priority and you're not their money maker, then you don't always get your way. So you have to learn to be flexible.
Give us some contact information, Darcy.
Oh, for Darcy's Delights?
Yes.
All right. Well, we're located in Sayville, New York.
Uh-huh.
and it's manufactured here in Bohemia. You can reach me at Darcy's Delights. You can find me online at 631-664-7013. And
Do you have a website?
Yep, I have a website. I have an online store. A lot of college parents have been ordering for their children. They order the cakes right through the online store, and I mail them out.
That's nice. What's your website?
www.darcysdelights.com.
Darcy, it's been a pleasure having you here with
Absolutely.
our family.
Thank you.
We want to bring you back, definitely.
Thank you so much for having me.
I wish you the best.
Thank you.
When we come back, we will be joined with some women who are dealing with breast cancer and who are educators of that same. We'll be right back.
Excellent.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching, doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
You know you already want a Toyota, but when you want more from your Toyota store, you want Smithtown Toyota, where every Toyota comes with Smithtown Toyota's Toyota for Life program, giving you lifetime New York State inspections, lifetime 10% discounts on all parts and service, 2 years of complimentary oil changes, 2 years of scheduled maintenance, and more, all at no cost to you, plus low clear-out deals on every Toyota in stock. Get more from your Toyota store. Hurry to Smithtown Toyota.
Guys, ready for the show? Yeah. Enjoy.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
This is Beth.
Hi.
Oh, congratulations. When are you due?
I'm not pregnant.
Oh, look at that. Excuse me.
You're totally thin.
You look very sexy.
For life's bleachable moments, all it takes is
Stop the truck! Stop the truck! Thank you. Stop the truck! Stop the truck! Thank you.
Welcome back to Body Shop TV. My name is Chella.
And I am the very shy body mechanic NYC.
Body mechanic. I'm just feeling so pink right now.
Yeah, I'm feeling very pinkalish.
So again, we're wearing.
But I didn't get the shirt. Chella got the shirt for me.
I didn't know my mom picked it out actually.
I
So
know,
thank mommy.
your mom just wanted to see my guns.
She's receiving a pink shirt. So we're wearing pink once again to acknowledge Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we're so fortunate to have 3 women with us this afternoon. So ladies, introduce yourself really quick.
Alexandra Velez.
Elsa Ford. And Teresa Bedford.
Awesome. I handpicked these women, by the way, Body Mechanic.
They look handpicked.
They do. They look very special, right?
Yes, they do.
So you guys have been in the fight for a while. I know Miss Bedford, just you recently. You want to share your story?
Yes, I'm a new survivor. I had my mammogram, which was a regular routine mammogram, of which I encourage everyone to have, in May. June, I was diagnosed, and in July, I was scheduled for surgery. But I had a very interesting time with my surgeon in that I really did not know that as much was involved in what I was going to have done, which was a mastectomy. And I was very anxious to get this whole process over with because I had places to go, things to do, and people to see.
Mm-hmm.
And so I really went about getting this whole process done very quickly. But it was really a mistake in that I really did not get all the information that I needed because I was so busy doing things that I never really got around to telling anybody that's what I was doing. So therefore, I didn't take anybody with me hear what the doctors were saying and what was happening in the pathology labs and all these many places going. So that is one of the things that I would say to anyone who has had a mammogram and they want to have them come back. Take somebody with you. Have someone with you, because you really do miss a lot of the information. I missed many very important things. The biggest one being that I was having a mastectomy, and that was major surgery. I didn't realize that. I was so busy trying to get through this that I missed that whole piece. So therefore, that eliminated all those things I was going to do this past summer. And and the recovery time is longer, but thank God I did well. I had wonderful service, and I feel great, and I encourage anybody else, if that should be their lot in life, to make the most of it, and just keep on keeping on.
But Ms. Bradford, during that time, did you think of any options?
I was so busy trying to get through this that I'm sure the options were offered to me. I mean, I remember hearing the doctor saying, now, when you say options to, I had a mastectomy and I had just a singular. I could have had a double, but I didn't, if that's what you mean by
no. Options as to not undergoing the surgery.
No. I had what they call calcifications, and I had 4 biopsies, so I felt that they really had explored my situation well. I had 4 biopsies, and 3 out of the 4 were malignant. So that kind of said to me and to the doctor that, and with calcifications, calcifications are like little small stones, little pebbles, and they float around the breast. So, no, I did not have any options. I mean, I may have had some, but they were not offered to me.
Well, you look beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I want to ask you another question.
Yes.
It was detected because you had a mammogram, correct?
That's right, yes.
Do you feel any different now than you did before you knew you had breast cancer? Do you feel the same? Do you understand my question?
You mean physically or mentally or what?
Yes.
Physically?
Yes.
The only thing that's different, and I was told this, and of which I missed, that I would be tired. I would be tired. I would not have as much energy as I have had in the past. I do feel that way. Okay. Tired, but I expect that in time, it's that my energy will be resumed, and I'll be able to. I still do all the things I used to do. It just takes me a little longer, and I get tired.
She doesn't stop.
I know.
She is no joke.
And I have one more question.
Yes, sir.
Have you changed any of your habits that you had before your surgery and what you're doing now?
Like eating Tootsie Rolls, for example. Just as an example.
Yes, I have. I am more conscious of what I eat. My last visit to my oncologist, which was a whole new experience to me, I discovered that I was anemic. The doctor first thought it was from the surgery, but then on a return visit, I was anemic again. So now I have to eat all these foods that are high in iron, and that is, that's something I have to really think about, really make an effort. Like on the way here, I said, gee, I've got to make sure I have some broccoli and some spinach, something, that.
Well, that's one of the reasons why lacking of energy, because iron is a very important component of energy.
These are the things that I miss. I guess I'm still missing them because I'm sure I've been told that, but I didn't hear it. But and what made me aware of the fact that I really needed to do something about this is because, in fact, it was my daughter who told me that, if you don't take that, you don't get iron, they'll start giving you those. And I said, the iron shot. She said, oh no, transfusions. I said, oh no. I don't want to have any of that. So I'm really trying to, I'm trying to do it without, by eating the proper foods as opposed to taking supplements, which I may have to do, but right now.
The foods are going to benefit you so many ways.
Yeah. I'm trying to do better. I didn't do so good before. I'm doing better.
Are you still eating Tootsie Rolls?
Well, if somebody comes in with them and offers them to me, like, who, sitting next to you. What?
No, I didn't bring you Tootsie Rolls.
Me?
You did?
No, I did not.
I
was
believe
talking
that.
about the Tootsie Rolls. Remember, I talked about the Tootsie Rolls when I went
Tootsie
there.
Rolls?
They visited me.
No, I've never bought a Tootsie Roll in my life. Why you give me stuff? You're making my shirt turn brown.
All right. Well,
Elsa, I met you 14
yeah,
years ago.
That's right.
You were in the fight, and you're still in the fight.
That's right.
Good for you.
92, still walking, talking.
92?
I'm 82. Did
Oh,
I say 90?
Isn't that
wonderful? Oh, dial it back, 82.
Wow. Tell us your
Wonderful.
story, Elsa.
Well, I had a cancer scare when I was younger. And at first I said, when I
How
got
young?
5 years old,
Okay.
my mother had leukemia. And everybody said, you're so much like your mother, and she died at 25. I said, I'm doomed. You know, this is serious. I said, but when I grow up, I'm going to cure that disease. You know,
Isn't that wonderful?
and I believed I was going to die at 25. But I decided that prevention is better. And so I did a lot of reading. I didn't use pesticides. When I worked in the TB hospital, they told me I had to have an x-ray. They couldn't find me, you know, to get that x-ray. They made me an appointment.
Wow.
And I was hiding, you know, I was reading, I was finding anything that could affect me. So then when I moved to Brentwood, I found out that there are a lot of toxic sites in Brentwood, that there were incinerator, landfills. Liberty Plating was dumping toxics on the roof and going down the gutters into the water authority that was right next door to them. And I said, wait a minute, we have to do something about this. In PTA, you know, I was active in PTA. So I started, then I saw Lorraine Pace was doing those surveys in small communities, never mind the statistics, what's happening to real people in real communities. So I went to her, and she taught me how to do what she was doing, and I started the Brentwood Bayshore Breast Cancer Coalition. And then
What year was that?
that was 94, we started
a long
that.
time ago. That's wonderful.
And then we are a large Spanish, multicultural community, but largest Spanish. We're the second largest Spanish community in New York State, New York City being the first. We're the second. And Carmen Bryan came to us when she had breast cancer, and she said, there's no Spanish support groups. I said, help us. And she did. And so we started a support group. And so now our support group is just amazing. We start with prevention. We have no paid staff. We're just people helping people. That's all we are. We don't have an office. We have our cars at our homes. We help each other do. And we start with self-esteem, giving people confidence, and being able to make their own decisions and thinking things through. And then we talk about prevention, healthy lifestyle, yoga, and meditation. And every time we have a meeting for the Spanish support group, which is the last Friday of the month, it's a happy occasion. People come together. I always leave feeling good because people are glad to see each other. And it's just, we go to workshops together, nutrition shops, come with us.
Yes.
And we come with us when we go. And so that's how we do it.
That is
Wonderful.
Oh my gosh, you are awesome.
But I did get leukemia 2 years ago, but took a long time to catch me. But I take one pill at supper time, Gleevec, and that's all I have to do. No x-rays, because I'm not an x-ray girl.
So, you hear the stuff she's saying? I mean,
Awesome.
this is stuff that I talk about all the time.
Yes.
And it's like, people are they're not open and understanding what we have been being bombarded with so many things, external environmental toxins that are suppressing our immune response. When our immune system is strong, this stuff, you know. And as far as leukemia, you just got diagnosed with leukemia?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
And you're 82.
I'm 82 now.
Look at that.
And I'm walking and talking.
You
So let me understand something. So you, up until recently,
Yes.
you never took any drugs.
No.
Wow.
See this? Oh
But
my God, this is so awesome.
let me tell you, my drug costs $10,000 a month. And the copay is $2,500 a month. I couldn't afford this. Some really good social worker found a chronic myelomic leukemia foundation, and I get my drugs delivered free FedEx to the door.
Wow.
Isn't that
But if I
awesome?
didn't, I'd be in a lot of trouble.
I have some great
unreal.
information for you about
All
leukemia
right.
because I went
All
to
right.
visit a wellness guru who's been curing it for a while.
Okay.
So, and I'll share that with you.
I want it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh my
Wow.
God, don't come after me. $10,000 a month, I want to cut.
Elsa, do you speak Spanish?
I do not, but I tell you, in my group, any attempt I make to speak Spanish is met with applause. So I learned a little Spanish, and I understand more than I speak. But so what? You know, we work together,
Right.
and you know, it's just a happy group.
That's awesome.
I want to ask you a question. So tell me a little bit about your diet, if you don't mind.
No, well, what happened is when I lived in the city, and when I was in high school, if you took an exam, you could go to any city college free. 15 cents on the subway, 30 cents coming and going, and a free college education. I became a dietitian. And for nothing. But in those days, when you had children, you stayed home with the children. I said, what am I going to do with this education? I get wasted. So I started volunteering PTA, like Alexandra, and I was a nutrition committee and all that. So we have a sensible diet in our house, I can tell you that.
You rock. What do you think about the diets in schools now?
Well, you know
It's
what?
pretty frightening.
I went to Washington when a few years back they were saying ketchup is a vegetable. I said ketchup is not a vegetable. So I was in PTA, state PTA sent me to Washington to fight against ketchup as a vegetable and to have more healthy school lunches. And that's what I did a lot of in PTA, is to fight for that.
You know they have
PTA.
fast food chains now in schools? Fast food chains are serving food in schools now.
You know, you know, the
That is
thing
scary.
is that it's just like us grassroots groups. It depends on the people in the community what kind of voice they're going to have. Like, they're not going to have it in a community that says, take those machines out and bring in the juice and the water and bring in the fruit and the vegetables and the machines and the dips. And where the parents are going to be involved in PTA, there's going to have a better school lunch in that school.
I
That's
don't
what
know, 'cause
happens.
a lot of the funding is coming from them, and they're giving it to the schools. So it's just, just stuff it's-
But, you know, funding is funding, but you use it in the way that's the right way.
Right.
We're going to take a break, ladies. When we come back, we're going to hear some more from the Chicks in Pink. Stay tuned.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidiscipline practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our 2 offices. Thank you.
I'm Tommy Marr. I'm down in St. Bart's having a good time. A lot of people at this time, they like to go have a little cocktail. But you know what I do? I'm going to watch MadhouseTV.com. You got that right.
Being a fireman is more than just putting out blazes and giving kittens CPR. Sometimes my duty demands I fan the flames, like when a call comes in from a lady who needs immediate assistance. Maybe she needs help with that computer thing. Maybe she wants to go antique. Could be as simple as understanding that walking in heels it's hard. Aussi simple que l'été dernier à Paris. C'est sympa. Maybe it's ladies' night in, and she wants a simple, delicious recipe for margaritas. Twist. First, a can of limeade. Now hold on to this. You'll be using it. Side note, kittens make everything better. Next, add water. Now, a bottle of light beer. No, shh. Trust me, I'm a professional. And last, and most important, Sauza Blue Tequila. Now, mix it up. Ole. Yes, that's what I'm trained for. Whether it's to help her choose leggings or pants, telling her leggings are pants, or discussing leggings and jeggings versus pant pegging at her next ladies' night in, I'll come to the rescue. Don't call me a hero. Just call me. Let me know what time.
Welcome back to Body Shop TV. My name is Chella.
And I am the crazy body mechanic in Las
Yes, you are.
Let me just smell that package for a second.
This smells good, right?
I smell the sugar.
You know you want somebody mechanic.
You know I'm not eating sugar.
You're right. Anyway, welcome back to the ladies here talking about breast cancer awareness. Alexandra, yes. Are you part of the Brentwood support group?
Yes, I just joined about a month ago, so I'm part of their board. It was actually a gift to me to be able to support this group. So I'm helping them out with fundraisers. We have a couple of fundraisers coming up. We have on the 18th at the Recreation Center in Brentwood. We're going to have a health fair with the Latinos Health Initiative. And on the 23rd of November, we're having a holiday boutique and basket auction at the Knights of Columbus in Brentwood.
Very nice.
Knights of Columbus.
Make sure I go to all of those events.
Absolutely. I will follow up with you.
So, Alexandra, what inspired you to get involved with the group?
Honestly, I've been doing a couple of fundraisers. I do a lot work at the PTA at my daughter's school. And a few years ago, I got involved with leukemia. I had a friend that was doing bike runs and all this. She tells me, let's do a bike run. No, I'm not doing a bike run, go up and down hills, and no. So one year I said, you know what, I'll do a run. So I did a half marathon. I walked the whole time. And ever since then, I've done 5 half marathons for different organizations, Leukemia, American Cancer Society. Now I got involved with the Brentwood Breast Cancer Coalition. And it's just nice to do my part.
So this is all volunteer work on your part?
All volunteer work.
This is your effort of altruism?
Yes.
Good for
it's just nice to
you.
give back. I'm a mother, I have daughters, I have sisters, I have friends. And I feel that's the one that hits the closest, you know, because you just never know. So at least I did my part.
So working with this support group in Brentwood, has it encouraged you tenfold to really take care of yourself and do BSEs on a regular?
Absolutely. I make sure I get, every year you get your mammo. I'm eating healthier, definitely more active. We just did the Entenmann's Run in Bayshore, and it was a family effort. My oldest daughter did it.
Entenmann's Run?
The Entenmann's Run, but it's actually you get cakes at the end. But we did the 10K. There's a 10K and a half marathon, and it's sponsored by Entenmann's.
Interesting. Did you have to wear
yes.
an Entenmann shirt?
Actually, I don't know. You know, I never wear the shirt. It's so funny. I never wear the shirt. I'm sure it has their logo. But it's a nice nice family run. It's in Bayshore.
Things on the back.
Haven't they closed down?
Yes,
Entenmann's?
they did. Yes. So I don't know if they're going to do it next year. We've done this run for about 3 years now, and I'm telling you, the whole family goes. So it's a lot of fun. This year was more like an obstacle course because it was raining. So a couple of streets were flooded, so we had to jump over and go on the boardwalk. But it's a lot of fun. So I'm definitely keeping active. And I think just it becomes a family event. You know, being active, my daughter's very active, and they know we have to eat healthier.
Good for you.
Yeah.
You're reserving your seat in heaven, girl.
Oh, thank you. No, it's definitely my pleasure to help
That
out
is
these organizations. Thank you.
That is awesome.
That's really awesome.
So, Ms. Bedford, having gone through this experience, how are you going to use it moving forward?
Oh.
Or are you?
Yes, I am. I don't know, maybe, I guess nobody else really knows here that I also am a minister.
Okay.
So when I was going through all of these meetings with all the different groups in terms of preparing for the procedure, when I was in the at the Women's Imaging Center, which is part of Good Sam Hospital, they have a fantastic cancer center there.
They do.
And I was there, and I mean, you know, and I was in my big rush. I had to squeeze this appointment in to get there. And when I got there, on the table there was this big, beautiful tote bag, and it was black and it was shiny. And when I sat down to the table to talk with the woman who was going to talk to me about whatever it was she was going to talk to me about, because I didn't take anybody with me and I didn't write anything down, so I don't really remember. However, when she turned around the bag, it had the pink ribbon on it from the American Cancer Society. And that's when it hit me. I said, oh, they're here to talk to me about the American Cancer Society. And it was like a revelation came to me at that moment. It was like the Lord speaking and saying, this is going to be your new ministry. I have other ministries, but this is going to be not your new ministry. And that, from that point on, whenever I meet anyone, I certainly ask them, have you had your mammogram? Have you talked to your other family members about who has had some kind of cancer, or tell them that this does run in families and that you need to speak to each other about whatever you have had, or you know people in the family. So I don't know, this is brand new. This only happened 2 months ago, and I've been home recovering. So I haven't really had an opportunity to develop it, but I am involved with the sisters and with the Witness Project in Suffolk County. I mean, this is all, I don't really know everything about them, but it's my intention to do so.
Awesome.
So that is one of my new ministries, is to work to make sure people know that they must take care of their bodies. And yes, Mechanic Man, yes, we must do better than that.
Mechanic Man. You know, when I go for a
Yeah.
mammogram, they always do a sonogram on my breast because my breasts happen to be very cystic. I had a cyst when I was born. They did surgery, and the doctor told my mom that, you know, she has to watch this as she gets older. And women that have very large breasts also should be encouraged to get sonograms, and not many women know that. Mammogram is not enough. It's not going to cut it.
And that's that information and knowledge and learning about what it's all about is just so important. And I did not know that this was a disease of older women. I thought that my friends who lost, and I've lost several friends, they were younger women. And so I really thought that I had escaped, that this was not, you know, I said, well, I guess I got through that. No, I was wrong about that. And but it just happens that my other ministry is with seniors. So God fixed it so that I have my group right there in front of me. I didn't even have to go out and find them. They were there. And I, you know, we had our breast cancer awareness program last week at our senior meeting. And that's just going to be part of the program. So it was all in place, and I'm thankful for that.
Nice. So, Elsa.
Yes.
In addition to being very active with this group, are you also involved with the fundraising or any legislation? Are you do you go to Albany with the lobbyists? How active are you?
Yes. It's the whole bag. You know, it's right now there's there's a lot of grassroots breast cancer groups on Long Island, and there's also a New York State Breast Cancer Coalition, and we all act together with our legislators for legislation. We recently worked to have some legislation passed concerning toxics in cash register receipts.
Yes,
and we work with Huntington to do that. You
Toxic?
know,
Yes, yes.
toxics and cash
Yes,
registers. And
yes.
we were the first
Brentwood.
county
cash registers?
Yes,
cash register
receipts.
receipts that had toxics.
Yes.
Yes. And we went to worked with Huntington. Breast Cancer Coalition was outstanding in this. You know what happens when you get breast cancer? And any cancer, and we talk about other diseases, and it follows a similar pattern. The first thing you do is you have to fight for your life. But if you survive, you no longer take your health for granted. Now you're going to look to change your lifestyle the way we all do. But what happens when you come up against involuntary exposure to toxins like cash register receipts? You go to your legislators, because they're the guardians of us all.
Right.
We vote them in to do the right thing, to protect the community, to protect all of us. And so that's what we do. We go together with the other coalitions. Right now, we're working on liquid tobacco.
Elsa, I'm
nicotine.
going to stop you right there because we got to take a break.
Okay.
And
We're
when
gonna
we
come right back.
We're going to come right back.
Liquid
to
tobacco.
the
I can let you slide yet.
We'll be back with Ladies in Pink.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidisciplinary practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our 2 offices. Thank you.
Being a fireman is more than just putting out blazes and giving kittens CPR. Sometimes my duty demands I fan the flames, like when a call comes in from a lady who needs immediate assistance. Maybe she needs help with that computer thing. Maybe she wants to go antique. Could be as simple as understanding that walking in heels is... it's hard. Aussi simple que l'été dernier à Paris. C'est sympa. Maybe it's ladies' night in, and she wants a simple, delicious recipe for margaritas with a twist. First, a can of limeade. Now hold on to this, you'll be using it. Side note, kittens make everything better. Next, add water. Now, a bottle of light beer. No, shh. Trust me, I'm a professional. And last, and most important, Sauza Blue Tequila. Now, mix it up. Ole. Yes, that's what I'm trained for. Whether it's to help her choose leggings or pants, telling her leggings are pants, or discussing leggings and jeggings versus pant pegging at her next ladies' night in, I'll come to the rescue. Don't call me a hero. Just call me. Let me know what time.
Welcome back to Body Shop TV. My name is Chella.
And I am the body mechanic NYC.
You sure about that?
Positively.
Body mechanic.
I'll sprout to that.
You still love the pink shirt?
I'm loving the pink shirt. Oh my God, the sprouts are so good.
They are good. You put too much salt on there, though. Elsa, you
Yes.
before break, you were talking about the cash register receipts that,
Yes, yes.
that are toxic. Continue
Yes.
your thought.
Well, what happened is that we went to the Suffolk County Legislature, and they were the first group to pass this ban on those receipts, and we were successful in that. And so we don't stop. Now we went on to, we're working now on liquid nicotine, that they are not required to put all the cautions on the labels, that they make it sound like gummy bear taste and
my God.
attractive to
It's
children.
just as bad.
It's absorbed through the skin.
Yes, it is.
And this is very toxic, and it's appealing to a very young group of people in our community, and we want warnings. That's all we're asking. Inform people. Inform us so that we can make good decisions. Put the labels on the product, put the labels on places sales so that people make better decisions.
Not only that, people are using them in no smoking areas and they're exhaling.
So I just want to reiterate, you are the founder of the Brentwood Breast Cancer Coalition?
Brentwood Bayshore Breast Cancer Coalition. Actually, it's the Brentwood School District that has a zip code and a half. It's like the north half of Bayshore and all of Brentwood.
Right.
And we started with PTA, and so we sort of like kept our community together, and that's how we made it be that group,
Very nice.
that community.
Very nice. Well, welcome to Body Shop TV, Jorge Gonzalez, with your pink striped shirt on.
Want my sweater?
I'll put you on the spot.
So Jorge, how were you involved in all of this?
My wife was, a cancer survivor, and she joined the Brentwood Bayshore Breast Cancer Coalition about 11 years ago.
11?
11 years ago.
Yes,
And
that's right.
she became the director of the Hispanic portion of the Brentwood Bayshore Breast Cancer Coalition.
Wonderful.
The Brentwood Bayshore Breast Cancer Coalition holds about like 40 active women diagnosed with breast cancer. And lately, about 2 years ago, I decided to be part of it, to put in and join this organization. And not only that, but contribute as a donor and contribute as a walker, because there is an event that is called the 2-day Long Island Walk. How many? It's like 20 organizations that we join into this walk
Is
every
that making
year.
strides?
I'm sorry?
Is that making strides?
No, that's something different.
That's another
It's called the
group.
2-day Long Island Walk. And we hold about 600 walkers, and it used to be 35 miles in 2 days. Now it's about 15 miles in 1 day. But they raised, a couple $100,000 every year, and that money stays per each organization. They distribute this money in each organization and help the women with transportation, house cleaning, going to the hospital, stuff like that. Money that they don't get from any government agency.
That's great. Jorge, how many men are involved besides yourself?
In the organization, actively myself, but we have help from other husbands, like 5 more of them.
5?
5 more of the husbands of the girls are active with me.
That speaks volumes.
We were the first 4 or 5 walkers on the Long Island 2-day walk, Latino walkers, males. And since then, we are increasing more and more. And I believe now that we have maybe about 10% of the walkers are men in that walk, from more other coalitions.
That is beautiful. Wonderful. Would you get involved if your wife had breast cancer, Body Mechanic?
Yes.
Aww.
What kind of question is that?
A question I want to know the answer to.
How could you not?
It takes a certain kind of man to get involved. First of all, you with a bunch of women wearing pink.
Well, I'm wearing pink on TV. So
well, let me say something. What happened is that this disease do not only affect the women.
That's right.
It does affect the kids, the husband, in different ways. Yes. So we have to get together with the husbands and talk each other and see how this affect us, and how we can become a better husbands after the disease. After that.
That's awesome. Is any of the money being used for education about cancer or about
for men?
In general, just for the community, people that are involved.
Well, we have, like Elsa says, we have nutrition classes, we have yoga classes, we have Reiki, we have a lot of stuff that we're doing with this funds in order to have these women and think better, live better, and have a better life at home, because like I say, it affects you in many different ways. Personally, physically, mentally, it affects your sexual life, it affects everything at your home.
That is
and
awesome.
nobody has developed, for example, a a program for kids affected by
Yes,
this disease.
yes.
They don't know the impact. Nobody knows the real impact
Right.
on an 8-year-old. You know, when mommy goes to chemotherapy and all this kinds of treatments.
I applaud you.
Yeah.
I applaud. I really do. It's awesome. We're gonna take a break right now. When we come back, we're gonna have hear some more from the chicks and the guy on the couch. We'll be right back.
How's your wife doing?
Oh, she's
Oh, we have a caller. Hold on. Welcome the caller. Body mechanic.
Welcome to Body Shop TV. This is Chella and the Body Mechanic. Who's calling the house?
Pamela's calling the house.
Who?
Pamela.
Pamela, welcome to Body Shop TV. How are you today?
Okay, and you?
I'm on top of the world. Thank you.
Hi, Pamela.
Hello.
So how can we help you? Do you have a question? Do you have a comment you want to share?
Well, my comment is this. I think that it's very interesting that all of the people that you're speaking about are talking about networking. And it's so exciting to see that there's that personal contact. And one of the things that I'm concerned about with regard to young people is that they rely so heavily on technology that they miss out on all of this interaction with other folks and the networking.
I agree. Touchy-feely,
But that's what
face-to-face.
that's what technology is designed to do, to separate people.
Wow. First time I heard
It keeps everyone separate.
I think it would be nice to hear what the benefits are from the panel that you have there.
All right. Well, thank you for calling, Pamela, and keep us locked here every Saturday from 2 to 4 on Body Shop TV.
Nothing but. Thank you.
All right, honey. Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to say goodbye. I want to thank you all for being with us today. Time has gotten beside us, and I just wish all of you the best.
What happened?
I'm grateful. I'm grateful for you being here. And Alexandra, please keep me posted on those upcoming events.
Definitely will.
Body mechanic, do you have any
What
parting?
happened?
Do you have any parting
That's
words?
not the time right there?
Body mechanic, do you have any parting words for our guests? Do you have any parting words? We have to go to break.
Yeah. Oh my
Jesus.
gosh.
Quickly.
I didn't. No, I really, really appreciate the fact that you came and share your journey with us on the show here. Not only that, but the information is invaluable. I mean, what you've done, and you have ministries, you'll be able to open some minds up and let people know what's going on, to be aware of what's going on around them. What you're doing is incredible.
It is.
I mean, these are all honorees.
Right? we gotta have you
serious.
guys back when we have a lot more time.
Of course.
Would you
Our
like that?
pleasure.
Yes.
Our
Sure.
pleasure, yes.
Awesome. Thank you again. When we come back, we're going to hear from some beauty tips from the beauty shop. We'll be right back.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
I am Tom Mealy for the Harrison Law Group, and I have been telling you for years that getting involved in an automobile accident is no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. If you've been involved in an accident of any kind, and you go to a law firm that says you have no case, it's simple. It's because they can't do it and they don't get it. You need to call us directly at 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Details detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Hog's hair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, Formula Auto.
Are you planning an event and want to include entertainment, but you're not sure where to turn? Act1Entertainment.net has provided over 1,500 events with quality, affordable live entertainment at private parties, corporate affairs, festivals, bike rallies, and more. Act 1 will fit into your budget. They're friendly, reliable, and do all the legwork for you. They take all major credit cards. Log on to Act1Entertainment.net for a free, no-obligation price quote or call 631-758-3505 for a brochure. You'll be happy you did.
I'm Tommy Marr. I'm down in St. Bart's having a good time. A lot of people at this time, they like to go have a little cocktail. But you know what I do? I'm going to watch MadhouseTV.com. You got that right.
Welcome back to Body Shop TV. I'm your host, me and Chella, and the body mechanic, and we have Yvonne.
Hi, everybody. Well, we're back again this week with some beauty tips, and I'm quite sure you guys are wondering what I'm going to talk about this week. And last week we did olive oil and coconut oil, and we talked about the benefits, and I got a lot of good responses. So before I even go any further, you can hit me up, email handmadencosmetics@gmail.com, or you can call me at 516-564-3836. That could be for appointments, that could be for questions, that could be for anything that has to do with beauty. So now that that's out the way, I was going to do a demo mini manicure because
I could
my
really
friend here
use one.
is always talking about his cuticles. But since we have limited time, what I do want to talk about, though, is the benefits of a manicure and why they're so good. Manicures, it is circulation, blood circulation. Let me have your hand. And at the end of all your digits are power points. And each time you hit one of them, it releases energy. So if you're feeling a little sluggish during the day, you can take your own hand and just rub and get a little relaxation
I'm feeling
and
some energy right now. Can you do that again?
No.
Okay.
And another thing also, when you do or when you have a manicure, because I'm going to have to come back and do the do-it-yourself manicure, but when you have a manicure done, another thing that's really important is that no cutting of the nails and no cutting of the cuticles. Remember we discussed, cutting cuticles is a medical procedure we as manicurists are not ready to do or even skilled to do. And another reason why not to cut the nails, sometimes skin grows underneath. And you may cut that. So now you have a bleeding process going on.
No, I mean, I've been through that many times. Like I said, every time I would go get a manicure, it was like walking in a minefield, hoping that they, for like 20 minutes, I'm sitting there going,
yeah, see,
and they're chit-chat talking to me. Next thing you know, I got blood squirting out of my finger.
And that's not good. That's not good. So, first thing, manicure, make sure sterilization is key. Sanitize your hand and make sure your manicure sanitizes her hands. Also, always get that hand massage going so that you can release that energy and the relaxation. No cutting of cuticles, no cutting of nails. And to top it off, since you're a guy, you may not want the clear polish. And guys, yes, manicures are very good for you because we don't want our guys' hands feeling like sandpaper. We want to be touched by a smooth hand. Now, your hand should not
be... real men had like rough hands.
I tell you this, number one, your hand should not be smoother than mine, but you're not going to touch me with sandpaper either. Okay. That's like a total turn off. So you're going to make sure that your hands are soft and moisturized and all of that good stuff. You may not want clear, but there's something called matte. And matte is a top coat polish that gives you just the finishing of the manicure. So,
A matte finish?
it's a matte finish.
So what does that do for me? Like having, do I need to have polish on my nails?
You don't need to. You can just be buffed with olive oil, and that could be good. That's a possibility also. Now, what I just said about your hands goes for your toes also. And
yeah,
yes,
my toes need some work.
listen, guys, you guys need to get pedicures.
That's because men work hard. They don't care about their feet.
Let me tell you something. Those hooves, we don't want to see that. We don't want to see that coming out your shoe. That is like such a turn off. You got to get those toes done. Get those heels like really sandpaper down. Cut, well, not cutting, but, file the toenails. Push back the cuticles. Make them presentable. Just because they're in shoes doesn't mean that they shouldn't be taken care of well. So we're good on that? You're going to get your hands and your feet done.
I've already started with like olive oil on my head.
Wonderful. So now you just go on down the body to the feet.
You said you heat the olive oil up.
Yes.
Just warm it up.
You warm it. You warm it. Now that's for a more extensive manicure. I just gave tips on how to do a real quick one.
Right.
Because sometimes you're in between going to your manicures. You can't get there. So if you want to do it at home, you can.
Yes.
You have any questions?
No, I don't. Wait a minute.
What?
No, I'm fine. I remember the last show that you we did last week, and you used petroleum jelly. Can you use that on other parts of your body too?
You could use it on your feet and put socks on your feet at night before you go to bed. You can also use it on your hands.
Can you do the same thing with oil?
You can. It all depends on what you like.
What you have available?
Yeah, what's your preference? In the winter, I usually like petroleum jelly on my feet.
Mm-hmm.
In the summer, I'll use an oil because it's a lighter.
I see.
Now, getting to your face.
On my face.
Because, again, the cooler weather's coming, and we tend to be a little bit more ashy, crackly. A good
My skin
moisturizer.
looks crackly?
No, your skin always looks good. Your skin looks better than mine.
Thank you.
Not yours. We're speaking to the general audience here.
Oh.
So what you're going to do is you're going to take a little bit of the moisturizer that you use every day, and you're going to put a teaspoon of cornmeal. You're going to rub it in your palm, mix it together, and you're going to rub that on your face. That's an exfoliant. You're going to rinse it very well, like 20 splashes would be good, and then follow up with your moisturizer. Now, once you exfoliate your skin, you're opening up your pores so they can breathe, and the new skin cells can happen, and the blood can come to the surface, so you have healthy skin.
So you put cornmeal, you add water to the cornmeal.
Nope, just cornmeal and your moisturizer, and that's it.
Did you just put dry cornmeal on your skin?
With your moisturizer, you're not
Oh,
following
really?
the steps.
Oh, okay, all right.
Step one,
Oh, with
moisturizing
your
your palm.
moisturizer. All right,
Step two,
okay,
cornmeal.
add cornmeal. Okay, I got you.
Mix it together, and then on your face is an exfoliant.
All right, cool.
Okay.
And how long should you do that for?
Say about 2 minutes, or until the moisturizer has soaked into your skin and you don't have a vehicle any longer to rub smoothly, which means it's hard to rub, which means you need to rinse that off. Because you don't want to tear the skin. The skin is very, very delicate. Very, very delicate. And you don't want to do that.
So can you do that just on your hands and feet? Can you do it on the rest of your body?
You can do it on your hands and your feet. Sure you can.
No, I mean like your body.
You can. You can take your body wash and add some cornmeal to it, and now you have a body scrub.
That's a lot cheaper than buying like these exfoliants that they have out there that are...
And it's healthier. And it's for your hands and your feet. You can use Epsom salt and add a little olive oil. We're going back to that olive oil, people. With a little bit of olive oil, you put a little bit of essential oil in it so you have a little smell. And you rub your hands and your feet, let's say 2 or 3 minutes, and you rinse thoroughly.
How often should you do your feet?
How often should you do your feet?
Yes.
It all depends on what condition your feet are in. Since I do mine on a regular basis, every 2 weeks is good for me.
Once every 2 weeks?
No, every 2 weeks, so it's twice a month.
Wow. My feet need a lot more attention than that.
Okay. Well, then you need to start working on it now.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you work on it now, when the summertime comes, you won't be trying to do a fast dash for your feet to look good. They'll always look good, like I said to you last week. So now we're going to exfoliate our skin.
Yes.
We're gonna do.
I do some
massage.
manual exfoliation. I do that.
Well, your skin is great, and that's
Yeah.
why.
Thanks.
You're gonna do the manicure.
Chell educated me about that.
And you're gonna do the
Take care
pedicure.
of my skin.
Good. So next week, I want to hear how the manicure came out and how the pedicure came out.
I will.
All
I'll
right.
do a before and after shot.
Wonderful. Please
Maybe
do.
in a year.
Please do. Beauty tips from the beauty shop. Here with Miss E, my friend, the body mechanic, Michella over there in the corner trying to be incognito. The number's 516-564-3836, or email me at hairmaidencosmetics
I hear
at
that, Handmaiden.
gmail.com.
Well, folks, one thing on the horizon is our body shop touch sensorium, which will be the 20th this month, and that's with one of our new sponsors, Quantum Wellness, and that's in Syosset. If you go to bodyshopenterprises.com, it'll hyperlink you and give you all the information about our free rub sensation. That's right, and our other wellness modalities. We're signing off with Yvonne.
See you
Chella, I
guys.
love you. This is the Biomechanic. Kiss hard and then kiss some more. We will see you next week. Ciao, ciao.